I want to be sure to give you some more examples of complex fractions that we talked about at the end of our class. So remember, complex fractions means that we've got fractions within fractions. And the way that I had said it in class was that we're adding and subtracting. In this case, it's just subtracting. But we're adding and or subtracting, and also at the end, where's my marker? There it is. All right, also, at the end, we're going to then be dividing, okay? So, when we do that, we want to take it in pieces. So we want to add or subtract, and then we want to divide. And remember yesterday, I said, well, this really means that we're taking this big thing, and we're dividing it by this big thing. So instead of doing it sideways, like I did yesterday, let's write it out this way. We're really saying, now let's go ahead and do it sideways. Okay, we're really saying that it's this problem divided by this problem. Okay, and I know it's a little hard to see right there, so hopefully you can see that part, okay? So really it's just two fraction problems, and in the end we're going to put them together and we're going to divide. So what we did was we just looked at them separately. So we take one of them and we say, okay, if it's x over 6 minus, oh that's good, okay, minus x over 3, we just use our rules about fractions. Our common denominator would be a 6. So that means we need to multiply the bottom by a 2. Therefore, we have to multiply the top by a 2. Okay, when we do that, we'll get 6 as the denominator. And then we'll get x minus, and that's 2x. X minus 2x, which gives us negative x over 6. Okay, so we look at this one, the numerator, and we work it out to just a regular fraction. All right, then we do the same thing for the denominator. Okay, we say, well, that's just x over 5 minus 7 over 10. The common denominator would be a 10. So we have to multiply this by 2 on top and on bottom. When we do that, our common denominator is a 10. Then that just means that we've got 2x minus the 7. And in this case, they won't actually go together. So we've got this as our numerator. Now we're not done, but we've got that as our numerator. We have this as our denominator. So now we want to divide these two things. Okay, let's do it like that. Okay, we want to divide this divided by that. That's what this means. We cleaned up the numerator divided by now the denominator. So we know how to actually do that. So let me go off to this side. If we're saying if we're saying this numerator divided by that denominator, this is what it looks like. And then remember, the way that we do that is we just say keep, change, flip, because you guys know about division. We've been doing it with other problems. So if we keep, change, flip, it's negative x over 6 times 10 over 2x minus 7. And then all we can do is actually reduce. We can only just reduce just a couple things. These both divide by 2. So that would be 3 over 5. All right, and when we get that, okay, put the numerators together now. Negative x times 5 is 5x, excuse me, negative 5x. And then this is just 3 times 2x minus 7. In this case, nothing will reduce. You could have distributed if you wanted to, but really it doesn't do anything. It's just more effort. So just remember, let me put a little arrow here so you can follow it. Okay? It's just two problems in one. We're subtracting the numerator, we get this part. We're subtracting the denominator, we get this part. And then we divide the two parts that we got by keep, change, flip, and then we just follow our division rules. So it's kind of like 3 problems in one, but you know how to do them separately. Now we're putting them together. All right, so we'll do a few more to practice so that you feel good with your homework.